It was big news here a few weeks ago. About a month ago, Mike Clayton set to retire from radio.
Right?
and you're here, but you're not exactly retired. A lot of us know that you have taken on a full-time role with Wonderland Camp. So talk to us about that and how everything's going.
Radio was great. It allowed me to, raise a family and be a part of this great community. But it's just, I think it was time. 36 years in broadcasting and 29 here with Benny Media. And yes, I think it was a good time for me to step aside. And then I had a great opportunity to come on board with Wonderland Camp full time. It's a job that I've been doing for 4 years part-time as Director of Fund Development and Communications. But I mean, it's really rewarding to be able now to be there full time and devote all my attention to it. So yes, good opportunity, blessed.
And you said 35 plus years, 29 here with Benny Media. Mix 92, of course, familiar with you, Jeff Carr, Stacy Johnson.
Who's still doing the show.
And Jeff Carr, again, we had him on last week to talk about his Veterans Program Guide.
Yep.
And so for you, you mentioned the last 4 years you've been in this new role as the fund development for Wonderland Camp, and you've really kind of fallen in love with it. So talk to us about what went into this decision. You said, well, it was just the right time, but for Mike Clayton, not as a radio personality, but as an individual, like what went into that decision as far as knowing, yeah, this is the right time to move my passion and my energy towards something that maybe I'm more aligned towards?
Yeah, and I didn't think I would have a knack for it, and I don't know that knack is the right word, because it's basically talking to people and building relationships and do what you say you're going to do. And it's easy to talk about the camp.
Yeah.
We're a camp for people with disabilities. We've been around almost 55 years. We help so many people. And so I think just it was a natural progression for me just to move into this role in a full-time basis and support people with disabilities and work more closely with our wonderful staff that we have and the caring, giving people and volunteers and donors that we have. I tell people all the time, it really wasn't that hard of a decision.
Yeah.
I'm blessed that our board of directors gave me the opportunity to do it on a full-time basis,
I often say, and we talk a lot off the air and through our different journeys, but I have this internal battle at times. I say, as much as I love what I do, we get to help a lot of people, but at the end of the day, we're helping people with their marketing and advertising and entertaining them and informing them, and that's great and it's important in the short term, but when you look at what we're here for and the difference and the legacy we're going to make, you want to do something that you feel like is truly making a difference. And for you, Wonderland Camp really does provide that outlet.
But don't in anybody, don't discount what you do on a daily basis, especially, what I did in radio and the people that I brought into my show, nonprofits and communities and helping people that way. I mean, you do the same thing here. So Lake TV is a very important mission that you have. And I know how much you give back to the community. I know how much you give to Wonderland Camp. So I know you are, you should be very proud of what you do, and your staff should be very proud of what they do.
Well, I appreciate that. And I've always been encouraged and inspired by you because you live that service above self mindset, whether it's emceeing and volunteering for all these things. And it's so important. And so it's cool to see with Wonderland Camp, you truly are full-time dedicated to that. And I know you're super involved with 9th Street. You and Jack were like running the concession Saturday for Upward, I believe. And so you're getting more opportunities like that.
Yeah, we're trying to spread ourselves out a little bit. And we want to help more nonprofits, and you're going to see us, we're going to work with more nonprofits at Wonderland Camp. We call them our charity partners and stuff. And that's one of the things that I want to do now that I have more time to do that. I want to spend more time giving to other people that help in the community and also give to Wonderland Camp. So we have a full slate of things coming up. We have a lot of activities coming up. The camp's hiring. We'd love for you to come to work for Wonderland Camp. We hire about 100 people a year. Wow. We have our Treasure Island Casino benefit coming up at Jolly Rogers. That's in May. We do t-shirt sales. All of our campers get a t-shirt. I'm selling sponsorships for t-shirts. Very busy spring. as we ramp up. Our first camp is coming up Valentine's weekend, and then we'll camp all the way into December this year. So we hope to have about 1,700 campers. So it's going to be great.
And so for a few of our viewers that watch us outside the area or even here locally that may not be very familiar with Wonderland Camp, just give us a Cliff Notes version of what exactly Wonderland Camp does.
Yeah, so Wonderland Camp is a camp for people with disabilities. And we used to just say summer camp because we used to camp from May until August. But now we have so many weekend camps and specialty camps that really we start camping in February and we go into December. We have Christmas camps. We have holiday camps now. We have mama's camps. We have father son weekends. We have mother daughter weekends. We have special camps for people with certain disabilities. So
I love.
and we've been around for 55 years, about 55 years.
I love some of the weekend retreats and the opportunities
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
are doing. Last year, I believe, or 2 years ago, you guys did a silent retreat.
That's right.
Where I thought that I wasn't able to attend, but I was so excited about that and thought that would be so neat. So where can someone plug in and find out about all of the organization history and upcoming events and maybe even trying to apply for one of these positions?
Yeah, it's great, easy to do. Go to wonderlandcamp.org. All the information is right there on the website. We have a great Facebook page, Official Wonderland Camp. We're on X, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we're on TikTok. A shout out to Jill Wilkie, our executive director, who does a great job with our staff. Megan Mertensmeyer, who is the camp director. Stephanie Daner, as you know, does marketing for the camp, business development. I mean, it's just an awesome staff. Kaylin in the office, Heather, program director, just a great group. Really blessed to be there. Watch us. A lot of fun things coming up. I know you'll be a big part of it too.